Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that I think has been a bit overly confident that they can get away with something they've done in the past. We've got from the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot, the Magician and the Three of Swords. And of course, that Three of Swords is an image meant to remind you of the Telltale Heart. And if you haven't read The Telltale Heart, it's about someone who is confident that they can get away with murder. But I don't know. I don't want to necessarily give it away if you haven't read it. Sometimes pride goeth before the fall, right? You go read it. Hello, Tiana. What's up, dude? Hello, yoga. How are we doing? This is somebody who, if you look at that magician card, you can't see the person's face. So they're trying to remain anonymous, or they're trying to avoid attention. They don't want to be caught or seen for some reason. And that can be a little bit questionable, right? Exactly. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. I think we'll start off with, I'm drawn to the Star Trek deck. So let's see what else we've got, which could signify, this usually I feel drawn to when there's somebody who might be a little bit materialistic. What else do we have? Ten of batleths, which would be the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. The ending of something is a good turn of events for me, is how the magician is looking at this. So normally the Wheel of Fortune isn't a person. I feel this magician has been able to eke out some kind of outcome that was a little difficult to arrange. And the Ten of Swords is potentially a betrayal. I feel like they betrayed someone. They ended something. This is like throw someone under the bus kind of energy, right? Just so that you can get picked for dodgeball. The High Priestess, the lovely Deanna Troy. And the reason I view this deck as kind of a materialistic deck, the King of Latinum and Hanged Man in the reverse. This is funny. I love this posture that they chose to represent Deanna Troy because it's so like, go ahead, underestimate me. I know I'm wearing a cute little dress. You probably think that, you could easily best me, but I'm literally reading your thoughts right now. So that's nasty. This High Priestess is like, yeah, I know. You think you're all shady. You think nobody knows what's going on. You think you have hidden your identity, or no one's going to figure you out. But have you met Deanna Troy? Probably not. She's not real. This is someone who's materialistic, who is realizing too late that they are not as protected, or their little issue from their past is not going to be as easy to cover up. Hello, Jane Doe. How are you doing? Hello, Jess. Hello, Carrie. How are you doing? Hello, Solo. I like seeing the Ace of Latinum. That would be the Ace of Pentacles, right? There's an opportunity here, but I don't get good vibes from this in general. This is like, I did it for the money. So, you know, Limp Bizkit, but not the nookie. Scratch money. Three of Cloaks, which is the Three of Wands. And the Seven of Starships in the reverse, which is the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Okay, this is a strange reference. Hopefully the British folks will like know what I'm talking about. But there was some mystery surrounding the wife of Robert Dudley. I feel like she fell down the stairs. And that was basically the romantic rival to Queen Elizabeth I, right? So that's like the Ten of Swords for me. Something that ends or something that has to get like pushed aside so somebody else can like step into that spot, right? So we have someone that takes action and they feel like they can hide it. They feel like they can be secretive about it. Nobody will know what's going on. But this High Priestess is like, nah, I know who you are. It's like if your ex were to try to catfish you on a dating app, but they use the exact same like texting patterns and you recognize it and you're like, I'm not you. I know who you are. This High Priestess is like, oh, you didn't fool me. I can tell it was you. Very like process of elimination. Like there's information available to this High Priestess, but I feel there's also maybe just a bit of a gift here, right? Somebody who's very intuitive. World in the reverse and the Four of Wands or the Four of Cloaks. Yeah. I know that this King of Pentacles in the reverse is trying to, you know, get promoted or take something that isn't theirs or hide what they've done. This is like you're going up against the best actor in high school for the lead in the play, and you really want that lead to like push him into a locker before the tryouts or the what's it called? Auditions. Like, can't you just win because you're good? This person did something shady and they thought everything was cool. No one would find this person in the locker. They'd get to it first, but no, they got caught. Ace of, well, starships, but Ace of Cups. And the Eight of Batlets or the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Someone let them out. The Three of Swords at the very beginning indicated that there was a possibility that there would be a risk of thinking everything is fine. Nobody will ever figure me out, or I've laid such a great plan. Nobody can tell what I'm doing. But it's one of those like, what, you think you're like always the smartest person in the room? Because that's kind of like the telltale heart, right? This is the Morgan Greer. Hello, April. How are you doing? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Someone's on to them. Someone's figured out this magician. This Queen of Swords is very smart. It could be our High Priestess. They know that the King of Pentacles in the reverse is trying to pretend to be a King of Pentacles in the upright. They see through the facade. I'm sure all of you have had one of those situations where you go to a party or you're introduced to somebody that, you know, is friends with your friend and they're all excited for you to meet. Like, you're going to love this person. And they introduce you and you're like, if Walmart were a person, like, you thought I would like that person? sometimes you see layers to people that maybe are less obvious to others around you. If you are able to, really tune into that intuition, if you are able to call yourself out when you have a bias, or if you are able to read the room accurately, you're not always going to agree with everybody, because there's a lot of people out there wearing rose-colored glasses, or they're just kind of like willfully blind, right? What do you mean? They're great. They're funny. If you resonate with this Queen of Swords, would have felt pretty early on that this was not a trustworthy person. Then we have the World and the upright. So this High Priestess figures out the mystery. They know who did what, and they know that it was the Magician. For some of you, keep in mind, of course, this is a general reading, but for some of you, the High Priestess is investigating what has happened in a way to protect themselves. In other words, maybe I've been watching too much Perry Mason, but this could be somebody who feels like they need to figure out what really happened with this magician, because they may have a little bit of a microscope over them, right? Or they may be getting investigated. I'm determined to find out what the truth is, or I need to get somebody to confess what happened. Hello, Deborah. How are you doing? Aw, that's great. We've got the King of Wands in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right, so I'm getting that this Queen of Swords is going to, for some of you maybe already has, is going to say something they know to be factually inaccurate. Or they're going to ask a question innocently, but they know what they're really getting at. It's like they're toying with this King of Pentacles in the reverse because they know they're lying. Three of Cups in the reverse. The Lovers. Six of Wands. For many of you, this is somebody who is, the way I'm seeing this is, for many of you, this is a partner within a business setting that is being irresponsible with finances and doesn't want to be honest with their partner what's going on. Or for others of you, this could be a relationship where somebody is tempted and they're thinking about whether or not they should go for someone else. And this devious energy, the one that's like, I could take that person's place, that's the romantic rival. This is the signs of the times. Hello, Sky High. How are you doing? We've got Personal Power, Crown, number 28. Oh, we just had these. Well, maybe not on the same day, though. So there is somebody here who has reclaimed their power, and it may come as a surprise to this King of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think it's them, right? I think it's this High Priestess. Firefly, Wonder, which is number 44. And the Lotus Flower, which is Enlightenment, which is number 27. Not having limitations on their abilities or their willingness to update their perspective has given this high priestess quite the edge in dealing with people. That's why they're so able to pick up on what the real intent is, or who is to be trusted and who is not to be trusted. And they have figured out that this magician is up to something. And they may have figured that out after something was discovered, right? After something came out, like, well, what happened here? Why is this gone? Why is this broken? Who lied about that? But because of this willingness to trust in their intuition, it also leads this high priestess to like the next level. When it's the King of Pentacles in the reverse, who feels for some reason real confident that they're about to go to the next level. This is the Golden Lenormand. What else do we have? Hello, Sam. That's pretty great. All right, what else do we have? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, so again, this is a general reading, but for many of you, this is a romantic rival trying to get someone to end a marriage or a relationship with somebody else. Let go of that person. You want me instead. I know you do. I dance better. I actually brush my teeth. Sometimes I even cook for people. Come on, it'll be great. This is, what can I do to get somebody to see me as the right person for that instead of that person? What can I do to like shove this other person who has what I want out of the way so I can get what I want? If it is not about romance, remember that the ring card can also represent a contract. So this could be, oh, I see you have a nice little exclusive agreement over there with that vendor. It'd be a shame if somebody messed it up for you. There's jealousy and someone taking action because of that jealousy. This is the Bianco Nero. It might be Blanco. I think it's Bianco, though. I don't know. I've said it too many times, you guys. Tiana. I just think everyone should know that earlier today, Tiana and I were talking about inventing, you know how they have those helmets that you can take to like a football game and you can have beer and like funnels the beer so you don't have to like lift a finger, you can just keep drinking beer. We want to make that, but with mac and cheese. Don't tell me it's not possible just because it's not a liquid. It really should not be a mac and cheese shake, though. I don't think I would like that. This one's kind of gross. Just kind of, though. So, wow. Okay, we could have some Gemini energy afoot with the Lovers coming out again. We do have the Moon in the reverse, somebody who has not so great intentions. And the Three of Swords in the reverse. Part of what enables this High Priestess to be so perceptive is they have actually sought healing after going through difficulties. And that could also be part of why they seem to pick up on somebody else going through something like that right now. Hello, Noah G. How are you doing? Hello, Upper Echelon. What's happening? What else do we have? Chariot in the reverse. Yeah, this is an outsider trying to prevent two people from doing business or from being in a relationship. This High Priestess is either the romantic rival to, like, for this magician or against this magician, or they see as like a friend. That person's trying to ruin your relationship. But this High Priestess is like, no, I know what's going on here. And King of Pentacles in the reverse. Magician. I don't know, man. Let me break this down for you. So the Magician is someone who's done something that they shouldn't have. The King of Pentacles in the reverse is often somebody who is not loyal. So I would say 75% roughly. That is the same person, the Magician and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who's probably seeing two different people at the same time, or entertaining two, let's call it business partners at the same time, when they should really only be entertaining one. And for others of you, this Magician is actually the Queen of Swords, going out of their way to make things difficult for the King of Pentacles in the reverse. And this High Priestess is a friend or maybe even a love interest, but they see what's going on. This King of Pentacles in the reverse seems to be a little bit like not aware or unsure what is causing issues for them. Because again, they're a little bit arrogant, right? They feel like everything's just fine. 8 of Wands in the reverse, 2 of Pentacles. I paid for everything. It should be fine. Or it works every other time. This is someone who's not really asking questions. They just expect things to work. But they haven't been paying attention. If this King of Pentacles in the reverse has moved on to a new love interest, there's someone in the past who's real upset about that. If this King of Pentacles in the reverse has been in a relationship for a very long time, and there's someone who wants to kind of tempt him out of that relationship, they're getting frustrated because the King of Pentacles is not making that change. But we have a desire to shake things up or do whatever is possible to start a new beginning. And I feel like that's like someone's doing too much. 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Wands. I'm super focused on this new beginning. I might be a little bit obsessed with you or a little bit codependent, but that's okay, right? What was that girl saying? Okay, so it's Isla Fisher in, hold on, it's right there. Wedding Crashers. And I'm pretty sure she was the one that played like the crazy one that Vince Vaughn liked, right? If you ever leave me, I'll come find you. You know that one? Right here? Yeah, that person. Just a little bit. Okay, maybe we're like a lot of bit. So we've got somebody who's not willing to admit that maybe there is not something here for them in this connection. So they hear some truth about this King of Pentacles in the reverse going elsewhere. Oh no. Hello, Santiago. How are you doing? What else do we have? Three aces in a row. Can I have a statistician? Should I go for 4? What are we missing? The Ace of Cups? Sorry, guys. I hate to let you down. But I'm sure Meatloaf would agree that 3 out of 4 ain't bad. You hate me, don't you? Still, though, 75%. We'll take it. And then we got the King of Swords. This King of Swords feels to me like the High Priestess, because the King of Swords, they're pretty smart. Someone wants a new beginning or a change. They want to, in some cases, replace someone else, right? But the truth is shared. There's some sort of problem here. And Ace of Pentacles in the reverse indicates that truth is you didn't win. Somebody chose the other person. You are not the one they want to be with. I mean, I would have chosen Meatloaf too. This is someone saying, I'm not going to get chosen, so I'm going to do something shady. This could be someone who's willing to do magic. This could be someone who's willing to, like spread gossip or something to make someone feel like that person can't be trusted. Why would you choose them over me? Oh my gosh, I have way better hair. Can't you tell? Exactly, Jess. You've got it. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. You have or you haven't? Because if you haven't, you should. I might even make meatloaf. I remember as a kid, like, wanting to hate it. And then I was like, actually, this is pretty good. Tried liver. That was, like, less awesome. But not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Like, what is it? Liver and onions? I think. Yeah. So we've got Judgment, Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Yeah. So I made a hasty decision. I should have said no. I should have not been cool with that, or I shouldn't have let myself go against my own intuition or be a little bit petty, a little bit ridiculous, right? We got dude quoting I Love Lucy's Vitamin of Vegemin over here. I like it. It's so tasty too. What else? It's not over. I know you feel like you're rejecting me, or I know you feel like you're moving on. I know you feel like there's some new thing that is better for you. I'm not going to let you do that. Hanged Man. How can I get you to second guess what you've chosen? I know. I'll say something that makes you feel like you chose wrong. I'll tell you I'll do something. I don't know. I just feel like this person's kind of shady. Like, kind of feel like they're saying, even if you chose that other person, I'll still be like the side piece, because they feel like they would be able to steal them away. This is not a lot of scruples being found around here. King of Pentacles and the Wheel in the reverse. But this person, it's like they're failing to get what they want. I still feel like for the majority of you, we've got somebody who was unfaithful or tempted. They shouldn't have done something, but they did. And that person's trying to break down a different relationship. If there were not regrets early on about whatever they've done, there are now, because this is someone who's become obsessed, and yet there's no desire to make a change. There's no desire to say, okay, yeah, I'm going to leave my current partner for you. So we have somebody who I think is getting pretty restless or angry. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You can't just like walk away from me like that. Kind of possessive. Six of Cups in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is somebody who is now trying to like threaten blackmail. You can't end things with me. I'll tell everyone that you did this, or you can't choose someone else. I'll find a way to ruin it. This is real possessive and jealous energy that is, I think, aimed at the King of Pentacles in the reverse. You made a bad decision. You thought no one would know about it, but now things are kind of in a pressure cooker, right? Things are getting a little uncomfortable. It's getting hot in her. Two of Wands and the Devil. So I made plans. I thought everything was fine. I did something that was tempting, and I thought I would get away with it. And maybe I did for a while. But it was just like a delayed thing, right? Just a delayed consequence. This is the Truth Is. Hello, Jenny. How are you doing? Hello, Raziel. Hello, first time. Why not? Hello, Doors. How are you doing? I don't know, Tiana, that sounds a little weak. Do it. That's an interesting card to get after that joke, but we've got the family card. Family issues, family creating issues within this connection. So there is some influence or interference from a person that you are related to or your person is related to. And there's also someone who is refusing to accept the reality of the connection. Anyone want to guess? I bet you know. Come on, I bet you know. This is the person who's a little delusional. And I know you know. Whoever feels like they can like basically supplant someone or replace somebody in a relationship. They don't seem to really understand that whoever they're trying to be in a relationship with views that connection as forbidden. There's no way I would choose you. I can't choose you because my family would lose their mind. But that doesn't seem to sink in. This person's like, okay, maybe next month. And they're like, it's not what I said, but okay. And then we've got destined. This relationship is meant to be. This is how they feel, right? So this is clarifying the avoiding or refusing to see the reality of this connection. They look at this person, the King of Pentacles in the reverse, as their destiny. You're my soulmate. While the King of Pentacles in the reverse looks at them as, everybody thinks it's a bad idea, so I don't take it seriously. Definitely on different pages, right? This is the Love Oracle. Yeah, I suppose it doesn't have to always be then, right? All right, what else do we have? Clarity, truth, intentions, and honesty. I told you there could be someone here who thinks it's cool to play with magic, but it could be like when kids find makeup or paint and they don't really know how serious that can be. It's all over their face, you know. We've got heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, and messed up. Mixed signals seems to be throughout the entire love triangle, honestly. But particularly for the person who's refusing to accept the reality of their connection. They still feel like someday, somewhere, at some point, they'll get chosen over whoever is in this relationship with their love interest. Right. It's only a matter of time. Waiting, cycles, moments. I'm sure you'll eventually choose me, but they're getting antsy. So they're devoted. They're focused on this King of Pentacles in the reverse, but the King of Pentacles in the reverse doesn't necessarily feel like there's much future. So I don't think this is going to go well. All right, this is the Wild Reflections Tarot. What else do we have? Eight of Cups in the reverse. King of Pentacles. I've chosen to stay with my spouse, or I've chosen to, stay with the person you don't want me to. But thanks for stopping by. The rival is certain, like if you just see me, you'll choose me, right? Six of Cups in the reverse, Queen of Swords. but they don't realize that they've already been kind of, it's like it's already too late. You can't change this person's mind. They feel like they need to move on or they need to let go of this connection. Because the Queen of Swords is about boundaries. They may find they've been blocked. They may find someone's changed their number. Judgment in the reverse. I feel like they get mad. Chariot. I feel like they get mad because they find out that someone has ran towards or like moved forward with someone else. If you were dating me and someone else and then you get engaged, now I feel like you've chosen someone else. If you were married and seeing someone on the side and then you move away and stay with that person, you know what I'm saying? This is like, oh, so you really didn't choose me and you really are choosing that other person. So with the Five of Wands, this is, I know that like basically my competitor, whoever is also interested in what I want, they're winning. A little bit of a reality check for this person who's been doing whatever they can to avoid it. Five of Cups and Death. So they realize, okay, I guess it's actually over. Hello, bye. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good one. Let's get a few from the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What else do we have? A reception where you will meet someone. A short sorrow. This seems to suggest that whoever resonates with the romantic rival who's trying to replace the person in the relationship, they're about to meet someone new. They could get distracted away from this King of Pentacles they're so obsessed with if they allow themselves to. You will suffer a great loss, but will overcome your grief. Yeah, that does feel like it's for that person. Someone who is ill is going to recover. A relative is or will be ill, but will recover. There's not a lot of repeats, so that's interesting that those two came out together. Definitely sending healing energy to whoever needs that message. You will receive an offer regarding money matters. Where did I see this one? You are inclined to make people happy. So lots of good energy. I feel like it does kind of depend on whether or not somebody accepts, okay, it looks like maybe I was being a little unrealistic. This person maybe doesn't really want to be in a relationship with me and I should be willing to move on. So hopefully we've got healing for a number of people. This King of Pentacles seems to be making the right choice now, but didn't necessarily make the right choices before. So they may be challenged to tell the truth, right? Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I sure do appreciate you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.